I know you're a comic book fan, but I was wondering how much you knew about Shazam and that world, and what inspired you to take on this for a new generation.
Well, what inspired me to take on the job was unemployment. When it started, I was between jobs and looking for that next one. I mean, typically as actors, we're hand to mouth. You know, if you're really, really lucky and really blessed, you're able to build enough of a career where then you kind of get to pick and choose what your next job is going to be. I was not in that place. Maybe after this movie, I'll be able to be a little more like, oh, I think I'll do this for this reason and I'll do that for that reason. But the fact that I got to, just lucked into this incredible role that I didn't know that much about. I knew about the kind of archetype of Shazam, Captain Marvel, which was the boy who can say the magic word and then become the super version of himself. But that's about as much as I knew until I started auditioning for the role and then diving into the interwebs and being like, who is this character? And the more I dug into it, the more I fell in love with the character, the concept, the whole world of it. I just think it's so fun.
I was going to ask you just how much fun is it to play
It's
Shazam?
all of the fun. It's all the fun. I mean, because truthfully, particularly as a kid who grew up reading comic books and loving comic books, and I think the movie's about wish fulfillment. It's about the kid in all of us who, at some point in our lives, I truly believe all of us at some point believed that they could be or would be a superhero of some kind, or have superpowers. You know, flight is always the big one that kids would love to do. I still want to fly. But to be able to have all those dreams coming true, literally for me, like the kid in me just has its wishes being fulfilled. The actor in me gets to be a superhero. And all that does is make me really, really happy and and really stoked that this is where my life is right now. And fortunately for me, unlike a lot of other actors who I'm sure are super giddy and stoked that they're a superhero, but then have to be a serious, Christian Bale, I'm sure when he found out he was Batman, was super chuffed. And then after that, he'd have to be really, really dramatic, and it's Batman, I didn't have to do any of that. I just got to keep taking this enthusiasm that I genuinely feel and just ported it all right into the character. So we had a blast.
And you have our national treasure, Mark Strong.
Yes. One of your many national treasures. I feel like you have some, but yes, he is a national treasure.
What was he like to go head-to-head with in those battle sequences?
Oh, it was awesome. Well, first of all, he plays Dr. Sivana to a T. I think physically, based on kind of where the comics were, it's almost like they kind of based the drawings off of Mark. He brought such a great kind of depth and grit to what could, somebody else might play a little too silly or something like that. And David F. Sandberg, our incredible director, I think obviously helped kind of, course correct everything or, make sure we are all fitting into the same movie. But to go toe to toe with them, look, I just always love working with proper actors that, that even when you're doing something very, very strange, or not normal, or having to use your imagination, you're still diving into that. You're still using your imagination. You're really being, serious when you're shooting lightning out of your hands, And we would joke, we would crack each other up, which I love, because between takes, obviously, you don't want to just be super serious all the time. But we really got on very, very well. And his family's lovely, and they came and visited. And, I was beyond thrilled that Mark said yes.
And just finally, I read that you like to listen to music on set. What do you like to listen to, and how does that help you?
Yeah, I like listening to music all the time. If I could, I would just have a boombox playing music right now. Low, so we could still get our dialogue. But I just think music makes life better. I think maybe it's because I've been addicted to movies for so long, and I think, well, they've all got a soundtrack. Why can't we all have a soundtrack? But I'm a really big fan of, music that just, I like music that where my body, I'm hearing it and my body just kind of involuntarily starts moving. It wasn't even a conscious decision. It starts doing this. I'm like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Some Shaka Khan, something like that. You never know.
Zachary Levi, an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.